live. I did not do the music and all that fancy stuff because it didn't work. So here we are. We are live.
Restream's just having all the fun times tonight.
Yes. Well, there's something up with the internet. And I think Karen and I, before we went live, were talking about human glitches and AI glitches. So now we have internet glitches.
Yeah.
Add to the list.
Life would be boring without them.
I think my issue is I just can't remember the password to get into my account. I'm really bad with passwords. I don't know if anybody else has that issue, but it's bad. It's real bad.
All day
I
long.
do. That is one of my kryptonite is my passwords. It is. Yeah.
I always say that all the tricky passwords that they make you create, the only person it keeps out is me.
That's right.
Really? Yeah.
If when we have a very simple password, I would be fine.
That's right. Absolutely. So yay, we are here. 2026, our first live of 2026. It's exciting.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Cannot
Pretend
believe
you're
it's
excited. No, I know you're excited. I know we are. This is one of my favorite parts of my month when we do this now. And my commitment is that it's more consistent.
This year, maybe
Great.
if we have less on our plate.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And if it's not, it's not. However, it is a mini goal. It's certainly not my priority goal.
I love it.
All right.
Sure.
So
David.
real estate 2026, lending 2026, coaching 2026. I feel it's going to be a phenomenal year. However, I'm okay if it's a different mindset. Where are you ladies?
I feel the same. It's already been very interesting. Clients that are reaching out, tried to schedule some inspections today for about 10 days out, and they're already booked. All kinds of great news coming around.
Good. Absolutely good.
And I think that just like last year, we have people that are realizing that the rates aren't coming back down to 3%. So we have people that are moving. They're getting out of those 3% interest rates into the next house because it's time for them to move. And I feel like that reality is setting in. Every year it gets a little bit better. We were just too spoiled with that 2.5 and that 3% interest rate.
We were.
It took a little time to get out of it. The growing pains.
I know. Hey, David, I don't know if you can see David. He's on LinkedIn. Hey, David, glad you're here. I was going to try to put your comment where everybody could see it. However, again, another glitch. It won't work. It's not moving over. So no, we see you. At least I see you. And hello. Happy 2026.
So on that note, Charlotte, real quick about how we got used to the low rates. I think it's very interesting, just the humans of this, how got so used to something that truly, when you look at the scope of history, with interest rates, like how a short period of time we're so stuck on that.
Yeah. And I still hear people moan and groan when they say, oh, I know I'm going to have to be moving next year and I cannot get rid of my 2.9% interest rate or something. No. So something I saw on LinkedIn before I forget, which is very minor. I don't want it to be political. Please, no politics. However, David, I don't know if you saw it on LinkedIn. I must have read 8 posts today about people buying property in Venezuela. I found it extremely interesting. Yep.
That's very interesting because before Venezuelans couldn't buy property, I don't believe they didn't own property. So I'm wondering how they're doing that.
No, Americans are going in and buying property.
Right, but you can't own property in Venezuela.
Well, then I don't know how that's working, and I don't know what that said. I don't know how that works. I just saw almost a dozen posts on people's, other realtors or investors or whatever commenting, and maybe they don't know that this is a great time to go in and buy property in Venezuela. And I'm like, that's out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, and it's a socialist country. It's just interesting. I wonder how they're doing that because it's a true socialist country that the government owns all the property.
Yeah.
So like the people that
I don't know. So maybe they're not aware.
Yeah. Maybe they just want to. Or maybe they can. I have no idea.
Well, some of us realtors, we leap before we find out if we can do it or not, right?
I'm one of those. Can't buy it from the government.
Oh, okay. I guess this is not a good idea. Yeah.
It's funny.
All right. So this week, Charlotte, I'll call you out first. What's been your major focus for finding, for recruiting? I know you want more lenders in your back pocket. Tell me what's going on with that.
So this week has been my week of sending out to all my recruits. I make this calendar planner for my loan officers that is very detailed, and it goes through and it's kind of like your vision board, your calendar monthly plan for your marketing, for your working on your business.
They are so lucky to get this from you. I swear I wish my coach would do it for me, but go ahead, keep going. Sorry.
So I give it to my team, and then this week I've been sending it out and trying to meet with. I think actually we'll see if I still have. Hopefully, I've got a date on Friday. I call it a date, to give them out. So I'm giving them that. The idea is I want them to see what I do for my team and them to be so interested in it that they want to come work for me. So that's the goal. But it's just a planner that helps them really see how they're going to get to the goal and how they can be the person they need to be in 2026 to hit those goals.
Great. And you don't fill it out for them though, do you?
No, they get to fill it out.
Okay.
It's all their vision and dream.
My coach hat went on real quick.
No, if they would like me to help them complete it and keep them accountable, they've got to come work with me.
There, thank you. Thank you. So remember what I said? We don't give it all up on the first date.
Right.
At least I don't. You can't speak for everybody. Yes. All right, Karen, your focus on finding agents for your brokerages. What's been your focus this week?
A little similar. It's all goal driven. I don't have a planner that I create for my agents, quite like Charlotte does. I have seen that planner and it's amazing.
Yeah.
However, just reaching out and making sure that people not only have their goals set, but also feel good about their goals and feel that they have the support for their goals. And so that's really where I'm trying to kind of get a leg up there, is with the support.
Right. And making sure that they have the tactics on how to get to the goal.
Yes.
I know that's one of your superpowers and mine, right? And Charlotte's, right?
Yeah.
It's like we have to have the tactics then to get to the goal, not only the goal.
Right. Yeah. Big difference. It's all about the habits.
Yeah. I'll tell you an interesting story. I coach, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 executives. And so not real estate executives in, Fortune 500 companies that pay for their coaching. And none of them set personal goals. They don't, because they say the corporate, their bosses, the corporate CEOs set the goals, right? And they're required to have, hit the corporate goals quarterly. So by the time they go home, they're burnt out on goals. So I've encouraged all of them to have one personal goal. So I've been hearing them this week, which is super cool. And none of them know how to set the tactics.
Right.
These are just super high management, upper management, junior VPs, and all this is new to them.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
It's so normal in sales. We hear it all the time in sales, but when you get out of that sales arena, they get away from it. But really, it should be it should be a part of everybody's business planning. But
yeah. Well, I'm going to take the shit out of it. I would love it to be in everybody's business.
There you
planning.
go.
Yeah, we're going to take the shitting out. Yeah.
And it's so interesting to me that there are still corporations out there that don't understand how important hitting personal goals are to actually obtaining your work goals as well. Right?
Yep. Yeah. So with my group of clients, pretty much all of October, first half of November for most, some of them ran into December, is setting their business goals and then their tactics and then setting marketing calendars each month, right? We work really hard on that.
Right.
And then in December, or when they've done that, then I jump to, oh no, but wait, what are your personal goals, right? Right. And so that, that's not all at the same time with my clients. It's kind of trickles in December. We need to have personal goals. It's not just business. So typically when I either do a post or when we come on these lives, I think about what was the biggest topic this week for coaching so far, right? So it's been Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for me. So for me, it's two things: finding hunting numbers, which I'll explain later. So everybody has to have a hunting number, right? So every call is that. But what I'm really excited about are the group of my clients. It's not just one that want to up their listing presentations. Like, do I want to do a pre-listing packet? Those kind of things. And so that's exciting to coach them through upping their professionalism.
And we talked about this several months back about, instead of now having sort of the helicopter pad takeoff for listings, right? We have this long runway. And so it just makes so much sense to really work on all those items that we use during that time.
Yeah. So Karen, I know I'm putting you on the spot. I apologize. You can kick me later. Do you do a pre-listing packet or do you do one listing presentation?
It actually just depends on the client.
Yeah. Great answer.
And what we're selling, right? There are some things where it's just doesn't make any sense to do it, but in most cases it does make sense.
Yes. And I don't know if, again, there's no right or wrong here, just different perspectives, right? When I was a full-time realtor, and if it was a referral and they called and said, Tanya, come sell my house, I didn't do all that. I just came with the CMA and listed their home, right? So again, it depends.
It does. And I went through a period, specifically during the pandemic, where everything was just moving so fast. There wasn't time for much of anything. And so when we got out of that and we went to I'm going to call it a slower pace, even though it was not slow by any means, I realized how few presentations I had done. And I think the important piece of that is for our future business, right? We already secured that business by getting the referral and being invited into the home. But I think showing the presentation will help them then refer us for future business.
Yeah, absolutely. So on your end, Charlotte, what's the extra piece of customer service that might be something you'd like your lenders? Sorry, I'm hearing your navigator or somebody's navigator. I'm like, wait a minute, there's 4 of us on this live.
So the extra piece that I've done is, I would say, the thing that my lenders that are out there and working with clients directly, the team, the extra piece that they do that absolutely makes them stand apart is the video. So, we don't get to meet the clients face to face like the realtors do, right? So having that connection through video when we are going over the numbers initially. So they take the time to bring up the options, go through the 3 different scenarios, 3 or 4, sometimes more scenarios, and they video themselves. So they get their face, they get to see who they're talking with and who they're working with. They video themselves and their screen all in the same video and send that to the client with the bullet points. They put it in, they take the script, put it in ChatGPT, get a bullet point for them. It goes over everything. And when they do that, they win so many more transactions. They're not shopped nearly as much because people connect with them. So they're talking to other lenders, right? Just like when a realtor, when you're going on a listing appointment, talking to other listing agents. But the one that stands out, that looks different, feels different, smells different, and acts like they care more is going to be the one that wins. And doing that little extra piece absolutely makes them stand apart. It does. And it actually saves them time in the long run. That's what they all come to me like, this was kind of a pain to learn how to do, but now it saves me so much time. I'm like, I know.
Yes. And that's connecting, right? I know
connecting.
It's connecting, right? So yes, you may not be able to meet your client. However, I would definitely recommend going on Zoom, because with some of the meetings that you might need to do. And yes, the videos.
That's it. That's exactly right. It makes a difference.
It makes a huge difference.
It does.
Yep.
It brings a sense of feeling in.
I was going to say, I wanted everybody to know that Charlotte drives a Tesla, so she might not be having her hands on the wheel. And I'm okay with that. But again, it's still it's different for me. Yeah. And then David says the connection always. Yeah. So either on Zoom or, sending a video certainly deepens the relationship.
Yeah. I have
hiding behind an email.
Oh, it's so true. I have a call after this with a client that we need to have some some crucial details gone through in our conversation. And same thing, I told them, I want it on Zoom so that, we can be face to face, because I'm going to be asking some questions that are probably going to be a little bit uncomfortable for them, only to help them get to their goal.
Right.
Right. However, I think that is not as easy to convey when there's not a face with it.
Yeah. Yes, I agree. I mean, there's so many reasons not to email or text versus getting on the phone.
Yes.
And even better, either face to face or get on Zoom face to face.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that's one thing COVID taught me, is that how important it is to get, like, all my coach calls are on Zoom. I only have one client that we get on that. Hold on, let me let Charlotte back in. There we are. Yay! I only have one client that I still coach on the phone. Only one.
That's interesting.
Yep. And it used to be the other way around. It was only on the phone.
I remember that.
Yep. Yep. Now they're all on Zoom, and I like it better. Do you like it better?
Oh, I do. So much better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I noticed everybody's more focused when we're on Zoom. I mean, still you can be in level 1 listening on Zoom and, look at a text message or whatever. However, it's less likely than if you're on the phone.
Yes. Much less likely.
And then there's more of a connection as well.
Mm-hmm. And I even think within the office, people are less likely to approach me when I'm on a Zoom versus when I'm on a call.
Mm-hmm.
Even just trying to slip a note to me or something. If there's a Zoom going on, it's just almost like a little invisible office wall.
Yeah, I love it.
Except for Chanel. She doesn't.
No, you're not Chanel. No.
She does not have that boundary.
Nope. There's
For anyone-
voices in there. That's voices. I want to talk too.
I know. That's, and just, so, it's not my child. She is, but she's a dog.
Yes.
I don't think she's my child.
Yeah, they're our family.
They
I know
are.
Charlotte's struggling. Charlotte, I don't know if you know or not, but we don't see you. I have a feeling you know.
Oh.
Yep, she's gone again. Yeah.
On the road, that's tough.
Yeah. So what are some of the tricks you use? I don't know. I apologize. I didn't give you a lot of heads up on some of the questions. Next time. What are some of the tricks you use? And I'm laughing when I say it, out of total love and respect, to help you stay focused.
Oh my goodness. This is why you have job security. Lists, like making lists, and sometimes even having to write them more than once. Honestly, the best thing for me sometimes is just to get away from the computer if I can, or obviously if I'm with clients, I'm focused.
Yeah.
That's easy. That comes very natural. But when it's time to sit at the desk and do emails or cards or whatever it is that I'm doing, sometimes I just have to get up and go outside and get some fresh air and some walk. And, again, we talked about this at our retreat, right? The whole visual thing of looking back and forth while you're moving and what it does to reset your brain.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to interrupt real quick. Hey, Jackie, you have a glitch on my restream. I can't put your comments up where everybody can see them, but I see you. And I'm so happy that you're here. It's been a while. So yes, focusing, it's a challenge for everybody because, there's social media and then there's phones, and now I hear there's glasses, right? And there's, your watch, and right. So staying focused is not easy. When I say I laugh, it's like focus. However, it's crucial, right?
Yeah.
Those big rocks and medium rocks are crucial to focus on. My struggle in 2025 was setting boundaries around family. That was my biggest struggle, which is, a huge focus for me to set better boundaries. I can't control life stuff, cancer and things like that. However, there are some boundaries I can still set. Right. So for you, Charlotte, the question, I don't know if you were on yet, was how do you stay focused? When you know you need to be focused, what is your tip or trick And I see everyone smiles and laughs at this question. What is
I
it for
know,
staying
but
focused?
it's music. Mine is
Yeah.
100% music. So if I am having a hard time focusing and just my brain is too scattered, I think that's an ADD thing. I think I read that somewhere because it's not like soft classical music that works for me.
No, I
It's going to be
know. And so
like
I know the music you listen to. I'm like, yeah, no, that wouldn't help me focus.
it's like dubstep. I don't want it to have words, but if I put on like dubstep or techno or something really like rhythmic, there's something about like that rhythm that gets it just clears everything else out to where I can focus on that. So I'll do that. However, I am with Karen that if I get to a point, this isn't for focus, but when you get to that overwhelm and you're just in a bad spot, and so you're just negative. So if I get into my negative spot, I have to get outside. That's
Yep.
just I've got to get and walk. And so that doesn't mean I need to do it that day, but within 24 hours, I need to be putting myself into some trees
Mhm.
doing a little, getting some of that fresh air. That absolutely helps me reset when I'm not like in a stressful moment, but in a stressful day, if that makes sense.
Yes. And me too. So today, it wasn't that I was negative. I just wasn't as focused as I wanted to be. It was just kind of, I don't know, lethargic. And so, and it was 27 degrees outside, and I put on stuff and I walked and it was very icy. So I didn't walk very far. However, getting that fresh air, I had to walk 2 blocks to my mailbox. So I was very careful, and it was very slow because there's ice under the snow at, 8 in the morning. However, I made it to the mail and back, obviously just fine. But that clearing and that fresh air, very fresh air, that was it. That's all I needed.
So I'm going to have to make you laugh a little bit. I'm staying in Greensboro, North Carolina right now, and it is 72 degrees here. The hotel that I'm in this morning, I woke up and the air conditioner wasn't working, and it was 78 degrees in my room. And I went down and I know it's January and you don't hear this very often, but the AC is not working in my room and it's like way too hot.
That
It's a
is
little
wild.
bit warmer here.
A little. That's wild.
Well, probably once a day or every other day, I get either a video or some pictures of my granddaughter London, who lives in Phoenix, and they are in short sleeves and shorts and no shoes. Right? It's just, just once. Can I see you in a sweater? Yeah. Oh, so David, since I can't post David's comment to you, Charlotte, was with a question mark, playlist.
Sorry, I muted myself.
Yep.
Yeah, there we go. So I will either make a station around Skrillex, which is a dubstep band, and I'll just go to YouTube and say create station around Skrillex. Or one of my favorite things is to search in YouTube and look for dubstep epic movie, and it's taking like Hans Zimmer, which is like movie music, and then making it dubstep. And I love that. So I'll go you'll find like a 3-hour playlist on YouTube. That's on YouTube, not YouTube Music. But it's pretty good. And it's just like noise. It's fun, upbeat, no words, just noise, which is perfect.
Very cool. There you go. So we have somebody new that says hi, first time here. So that's exciting. Hi, Nicole. Where are you from? And I have a glitch because normally I will put your comments up here on the screen where everybody can see it. And for today, for some reason, Restream's not cooperating. So I probably have to upgrade Restream. However, super happy that you're here. And if you have any questions, comments, let us know where you're from. If you're in the real estate field, we'd love to know. And if you're not, that's great. So cool. We have a newbie.
And it looks like David said it's 67 in Texas.
Yeah, David said 67 in Texas. Yep, it was 27 degrees when I went to get the mail this morning. And it's snowing right now. I don't know if you can see through the window, because I know you can see my windows.
Yeah.
But probably not enough close up or detail. It is snowing right now.
It looks blue, which is normally a snowy look.
Yeah, it is not blue. It is definitely gray. And if I look, I just looked out there, and my neighbor's already. He's doing his driveway. He's showing his driveway.
Gonna get it done before you.
Yes, I want to be first.
How do the open houses work there? Do people in your market go to open houses in the winter? Tanya? Do they
Sure.
go out in the snow? Really?
Yeah, I coach
You
Chris.
couldn't pay me enough to go out to go see open houses in 20-degree weather.
Yeah, she's
Not
in New
happening.
Hampshire. I mean, think of all the clients I have. New Hampshire, Massachusetts. I coach 5 people in Massachusetts, Virginia, Maryland. Yes. Real estate goes on in the snow. It just,
Y'all
yes,
are
it's beyond me
crazy.
too, since this is my first winter in the snow here. Yes. Yep.
Oh,
It does
man.
keep going.
It's awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I got
All
here
right.
and I was not expecting 70 is not normal for us in January, obviously. This is a little unusual, but I was going to plan, I'm doing some training here in Greensboro and in High Point. This is all like central North Carolina. And I looked at my weather. I'm like, okay, we're going with summer clothing. That's insane.
So I want to throw another perspective out because I just talked about it with one of my clients that lives in Phoenix. So not obviously not my daughter. However, I coach 2 people in Phoenix, and open houses do slow down in the summer, but they still do them when it's 112. I mean, that's just as brutal for me to think, right? To going in and out of houses in your car. And yeah,
Your tennis shoes actually melt on the pavement. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yep. So there you go. We you know, realtors, lenders, we're out there, rain, sleet, or snow, just like the post office.
Yeah.
That's right. That's exactly
Maybe
right.
not the ice though. I don't recommend that. No. All right. So I brought it up earlier that the focus for my clients right now is to have a hunting number. And so Karen, we have yet to do it, but I know we need to do it,
Yeah.
right? Have a hunting
I'm
number.
working on it. Yeah.
Yep. So, and what that means, and so Charlotte, when you're working with your realtor, right, in your A+ realtors in your database, or not maybe yours anymore, but the mortgage
teams.
lenders that have their real estate agents, it might be something that you add to their a class. Either they do it, or I teach them how to do it, or I come do it. They need to be at 70% of their transactional goal in their pipeline by the end of March. Now, I know you and I have talked about it. That's not a way we can track for lending. However, it's easy for a realtor to look at their potentials, active pendings and closes, and know that I need to be at 70% of my transactional goal by the end of March. And I'm really proud to say right now I've had maybe 7 coach calls this week. And other than one that I'm still working with, everybody's at 50% or right around the 50% mark. Right.
Awesome.
And that's huge. Right. And they still have 3 months to get to the 70.
To get to their 70. Yeah, I would say I'm lending that date moves out just a little bit because our transaction is shorter. We're 30 to 45 days start to finish typically.
Yeah.
Changed. I would say that's different. You know, it used to be that we would get a client, they would look for a long time, and we would have them for 4 to 5 months. So I think it probably used to be closer to the same to what a realtor's circle is. But now it seems to be there's an average. You have some that linger, but for the most part, they only stick around from application to close. It's about 30 days. It's pretty fast.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's because as agents, we just cannot seem to get them to go get pre-approved before they come see us.
I know. It's so true.
I don't
know.
do
So
not
true.
know.
I know. And all of the online and the ability to go and check stuff yourself has definitely made that even harder for you guys to push them to come to us and actually get a true professional opinion up front. But, you know, thank goodness we're still able to get them done in 30 days, you know.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you like to be from start to finish, be done in 30 days, Karen?
Oh my goodness. Yes and no.
Yes.
Yeah,
and no.
I'm going to say
Yes
there's some
and
no
no.
to that too. You don't get to build the connections like you do.
Although during
30
COVID, maybe sometimes you did.
We
yeah.
did even quicker than that. And so as a result, again, like I was talking about, even just with the presentations that, you know, we were putting out there for the listings with the buyers, as an example, there just wasn't time to have that, the bond and the relationship, and even showcase our skills, which
that's what I was going to say. That's exactly what I was going to say, Karen. It was the problem with having a 30-day cycle is you're trying to wow somebody so much. Like you want them to walk away and think that was the best, better than I could have ever imagined. And the window to wow them just got shorter. So you're exactly right. That's it.
Yeah.
And there probably wasn't a lot of wow when they ended up closing, but they were like $50,000 over asking price and had to give up their firstborn, right?
signed everything off on the first day.
So maybe you were wowing the seller. However, with buyers, there wasn't a lot of wow.
Mhm.
Right.
That's absolutely true.
Oh, I'm so glad those days are over.
I do like to wow our clients. It is fun.
Yes.
That's actually
Yes.
one of the things that I'm pushing for this year is I'm always trying to level up, you know, being a good lender, getting closed on time. These are the things that lenders hang their hats on. You're going to close on time. You're going to communicate. You're going to make sure everything, if there's a problem, you're going to solve the problem, right? That is the baseline for a good lender. That is not excellent service. So we already try to do a couple little things that are like just the wow factor. Like I just want a wow factor. So we actually put together a team. 3 or 4 of us on my team are going to get together monthly and try to think of every quarter just a wow factor that we can add to the process. That it might not even have to do with mortgages. I don't. It might be that we take them, give them a dinner the day that they close, or so. I don't know, something, but just something that is unreasonable. I'm definitely getting this from the Unreasonable Hospitality book. But
Yeah, I was just
the
going to bring
idea
up
that
everybody needs to read that book, Unreasonable
it's just
Hospitality.
that just a
Yeah.
little bit that they're like she did not have to do that and they did that. So I want to add that to where it's consistent. That's the thing is we can do it the one-offs, but I want
Yeah.
to consistently have a wow factor. And that's like we're adding it to our checklist. Did you
Yeah.
give a wow factor and what was it? And it needs
Well,
to be
what if
like
it
a
was
wow
something
factor.
like once they got the clear to close or they released the loan contingency, there is a gift card to their favorite restaurant or a movie ticket or anything, coffee,
Something,
right? Depending
a
on the
lottery
budget.
ticket, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Just something that, and it needs to speak to them. So it does need to be somewhat personal, but I think we're going to have an arsenal of things that they can use and just have a spot that they all use my Reich system now. I'm really getting all of them on the
Yep.
system, even the loan officers, which is
Nice.
that's a change. But we're going to add something
Good.
in there every
I
quarter.
think-
We're not going to go crazy. We're going to do a little bit every quarter. We don't want to get in above our heads, but just
Yep.
something extra. We already have the client appreciation, right? We've got that, and we've got a couple little things that we do for our agents, and just want to make it better. So that's our goal. We want to wow them in 30 days because we have 30 days to do it.
Well, you're preaching to the choir because I do know firsthand that Karen Henson does Unreasonable Hospitality. It is amazing. I mean, her systems are amazing. Yep.
And it's interesting to me, again, I love the relationship more than any piece of this. However, I take the business part of it very serious and I do a great job at that. And yet when I talk to clients, kind of down the road, or when they come back and revisit, just communicating, it's those wow things that they remember, right?
Yes.
It's so interesting to me. Recently, a client, we were out looking at property for a long time, and their daughter, who I think was maybe 9 at the time, instead of riding with her parents in the car, asked, could she ride with me? And then now she's graduating high school, and that is still a story that her parents remember and she remembers. And it's just, that wasn't like something planned, like what, we're talking about here.
Right.
It's just interesting, how experiences stick with people.
Yes.
Yeah. And so, yes, we love all that little extra hospitality.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I remember one time you sent me a photo or I saw it on Facebook. It doesn't matter. And it was, you had a couple moving out of a home. And so they were all boxed up, right? Their utensils, everything's getting boxed up. And so you dropped off this huge, it wasn't a big basket. It was a huge basket of food, wine, utensils. She thought of everything, right? Because everything that they owned, and they were still in the house for 24 hours. It was just amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just that little extra.
That little extra that you're not getting paid for. Like you're getting they're paying you 3% or whatever the percentage is, to get their house closed or help them buy, find a home. But that's what you're getting paid for.
Right.
However, it's like, what can you do that is unexpected that you're not getting paid for? That's what they remember.
Yep. That's it.
It
Just
is.
little extras. So true.
That's a great place to, yeah.
Yeah.
And you both are really good at that. Now we've got, to train the people I coach and you coach and right, bring into your brokerage to do.
Yes.
So
Because that will set
I just
them apart.
can I go techie for a second with an
Please.
idea for that for agents?
Yeah.
This would be really good for agents to do. ChatGPT just improved their images. So if you go into ChatGPT on the left-hand side of the navigation, they have images there, and they've always been pretty good at generating, but it was really bad about generating exact of what you've got. If you go to images now, and let's just say you upload the front picture of the house, maybe a picture of the family holding their keys at closing, and any other photos you think would be cute for a coloring book for the kid.
Oh,
You
nice.
upload the pictures and you say that's actually it's got a prompt already made for a coloring book. And it is so good. I did one just the other day. I was like, let's see what this would look like if it was me holding my granddaughter. We were recognizable, and it was a coloring book that I would like to color. So it was very, very cool. So
That is so cool. I know what
takes
Karen's
no
going to do when we
time.
hang up.
Yeah. Well, it's funny.
It
you
takes
say
no
that.
time. The new image, by the way, chat will actually now use your actual image in Chat GPT. It didn't used to. I don't know if you ever tried to get Chat GPT to use your image. It would
It did.
not. It would make you look crazy. Now
Yeah.
it will actually use your image. So you can
That's
upload your photo. And I also took a picture that I just loved, a picture of me. It was just a really good picture of me. I was like on top of a mountain. So I was in my happy spot and smiling, and my curls were behaving. And that doesn't happen very often. But I took that picture and I said, create a professional photo with this. And it took that smile, that face, that glow, and put it and made it a professional picture. It's going to be my new photo. I love it.
That's awesome.
great. That's
So
great.
I'm pulling out my phone for a reason. There, I saw it and I tried it out, and then I got interrupted, which was more important than me playing. It's called Mixboard, and it's AI. It's called Mixboard, and you can say I want to generate a photo and give it an idea, and then it actually gives you like 6 ideas, and you can edit it in there. In Mixboard, you can actually edit. You don't need to like go into Canva. So I started to play with it, but coaching called. I want to go back to it. However, I was watching a tutorial on it and it looks really good. So it's called Mixboard.
Awesome. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah. Yeah. So very, very cool. So yeah, I know we might talk about AI today. And I think time got ahead of me like it always does. So yes. So I want to end on no matter what you do, if you are right in graphic design or roofing or whatever your business is, even if you're, an executive at a corporation, this month in January, the challenge is do something, quote, unreasonable, which means go above and beyond. Or maybe even in your own family.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Any last words from you two?
No, man.
It's good to be back.
It's good to be back. Yes, it is.
I think if we do this next month, I will be doing it from Sedona again. I'm excited.
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Well, we're doing it twice. It's going to be in 2 weeks.
Okay, I'll be there.
Don't quote me, but I think we're the first and third Wednesday, not the second and fourth Wednesday. So yes. And I will be in Phoenix for 1 week, so I'm not sure what the timeline will look like, and I won't have a car, so I'd have to rent a car. However, it might happen. I'm already looking at it.
We need to get those dates because I'm going to Phoenix. I'll be in Phoenix in the middle of my trip to go fly out and then come back. So
there might be some lunch or dinner in there. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And we have some other events to talk about, but let me end the stream and then we can go there. Thank you both. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye.